Short answer. Don't throw away that Windows 10 laptop. Linux Mint, Zorin OS, or ChromeOS Flex will revive it, and which one you pick comes down to what you actually do on the machine. Quick preview, Mint equals the comfy, familiar option for switchers and offline work, Zorin equals the polished, easy transition with nice defaults, ChromeOS Flex equals the stupid fast web-first rescue job. Stick with me, I'll show the real strengths and the annoyances so you pick the right one and avoid the pain points most tutorials ignore. Let's start with Linux Mint, the distro people recommend to friends and grandparents alike for good reason. Mint gives you a Windows-like menu, straightforward app management, and excellent driver support for most hardware. It runs well on 4 GB of RAM and older SSDs, and you'll get LibreOffice, Firefox, and pretty dependable printing support. Downside, gaming sometimes needs Proton tweaks, and occasionally you'll need a terminal line or two to fix a driver or firmware quirk. Nothing scary, but not purely plug-and-play like Windows. Zorin OS is the pretty sibling. It ships with multiple desktop layouts that mimic Windows or Mac OS, so if you're handing the PC to a parent or non-technical person, Zorin reduces confusion. The base version is free and quite capable. The Pro Edition adds conveniences like extra layouts and business themes, but most users won't need it. What I like about Zorin is the out-of-box polish. Gestures, rounded UI, and sane default apps make it look modern immediately, which matters when you want to hand someone a machine that feels new. ChromeOS Flex is the shockingly fast option for web-centric users. It boots in seconds, requires almost zero maintenance, and keeps your data in the cloud, ideal for students and light productivity machines. The trade-off, if you rely on heavy offline apps, professional creative software, or AAA gaming, Flex will feel limited. But for email, docs, streaming, and browser-based apps, it's brilliant. Now, the practical part, how to choose in under a minute. If you want offline apps and a familiar layout, Linux Mint. If you want a polished, simple transition for a non-tech user, Zorin OS. If you want the fastest, lowest maintenance option and live mostly in Google or Chrome, ChromeOS Flex. Not sure? Run live sessions from USB for 30 to 60 minutes. That's the fastest way to know which feels right. Quick installation tips that save hours. Backup first. Use Balena Ether to make your USB installer. It's simple and cross-platform. Boot a live USB and test Wi-Fi, sound, and display before you hit install. If a printer or Wi-Fi chip fails, search your laptop model plus distro name. There's almost always a forum post or GitHub fix that solves the exact issue. One pro tip, for productivity, pair Mint or Zorin with an online backup, OneDrive, Google Drive, plus a local weekly disk snapshot. That combo is low stress and resilient. And if you need Office apps, use the browser versions or LibreOffice. They handle 95% of typical tasks with no fuss. Final thought, pick the OS that matches your habits, not the one you think you should learn because it's cool. Try them live, pick the one that removes friction, and keep that old laptop out of the landfill for at least a few more years. If you want a step-by-step voiceover for making the USB and doing the install, comment "Make USB" and I'll post the exact voice file you can drop straight into your timeline. Like and subscribe if you want more DIY laptop rescue guides, and if you're stuck with a specific model, drop the model name and I'll help in the comments.